you've been staying up to date with Bethesda news, you know that there's been some pretty huge proof of a new Skyrim update happening this year, at least probably this year. See, a while ago Skyrim was getting daily updates on SteamDB, including updates for things like an entire new section titled Marketplace. And actually these daily updates are still happening today. See, for a while there have been a lot of rumours of a Creation Club 2.0 or just a complete overhaul to the Creation Club system. New creation/paid mods that we can buy and download. And these rumours started when somebody who worked on Creation Club mods spoke about it on their Patreon, claiming that Bethesda have spoken to them about this new system. So the likelihood is, yes, Bethesda wants to return to a paid mods kind of system for most of their games, and we'll get to the other games in a minute, just give me a chance to explain. A lot of people assumed Bethesda were kind of overdoing this since they released Skyrim Anniversary Edition, which I honestly thought was great, where they basically just put out every single Creation Club item for like £20 and called it a day. But if we look at Starfield, we know that a creation store looks like it's coming. We've seen how Starfield does have listings for creation credits, not creation club credits as they were previously called, but creation credits, which apparently is something different, I don't know. Now we also keep hearing how Bethesda apparently has more DLC plans for Starfield than any of their previous games, and a store would definitely make that so. Although in the past Bethesda have claimed that Creation Club credits and Creation Club content isn't downloadable content, even though it fucking is, but we won't go into all of that. To bring it back to Skyrim, it does still look like this is happening. Now why am I bringing this up when it's been months since we last spoke about it? Because I checked SteamDB the other day and these daily updates are still happening. After we basically went this entire year without hearing any confirmation about this, I kind of assumed that it was dead in the water, but no, the updates are still happening, which means this new Skyrim update is coming at some point in the future, most likely. I'm just taking a guess when I say that it's coming in 2023. But there is a very solid chance that this will be a lot like the Minecraft marketplace, which others have mentioned. Instead of a full-blown partnership with modders, Bethesda will just let modders post whatever creations they really want onto this marketplace, within reason of course, and then we can buy and download them, and then Bethesda just takes a share of the money/revenue that these paid mods make. Now a lot of people assume that the reason that any of this is even happening is basically because of Starfield. Like maybe Bethesda plans to bring this to Starfield, which would make sense for a game like Starfield, but they want to test it first, and Skyrim of course would be the best place to test that in Bethesda's eyes. But it isn't just Skyrim and Starfield that could be getting this huge marketplace. We know that a Fallout 4 next gen update is coming very soon. According to Bethesda, this is still apparently releasing this year, although I do have my reasons as to why I very much doubt that. But this next gen update is free, there's absolutely no charge for it. The update will just roll out one day and that will be that. So how can Bethesda even make money from it? Well, a new Creation Club, obviously. On top of Skyrim getting daily SteamDB updates, and Starfield being listed as having creation credits, which definitely sounds like a currency for a new Creation Club, we also know that Fallout 4 has a ton of Creation Club items that are just kind of sitting there waiting to be released. This was revealed a very long time ago, that a ton of Creation Club items were made but just never put out. Obviously I have mentioned this before, but I honestly don't know how to feel about any of this, because on the one hand I like the idea of it because I think a lot of modders do deserve to get paid, such as the awesome team behind Fallout London and the other awesome team behind Skyblivion. You get the point. If we got a store for Skyrim and Fallout 4, and I saw Fallout London on there, I would 100% buy it. Depending on the price of course, but the issue rises when we start seeing crappy mods like Pip-Boy skins and simple new weapons and extremely simple mods that just add one item to the game but promote themselves as a quest mod, and then the quest is just go to X location, pick up Y item, and then the quest is complete. So yes, on the one hand this could be cool, some modders definitely deserve some kind of pay for the amazing amount of effort that they put into creating these small DLC sized mods for us. But on the other hand, the vast majority of the new Creation Club items will just be crappy skins and new power armors and simple new swords in Skyrim, and all things that you could honestly find better versions of for free on the Nexus. But honestly the mods on the Nexus would probably be a lot more stable too. Creation Club in Fallout 4 especially causes so many issues, and obviously they can't be fixed until Bethesda updates the game themselves. For example, I know if you download too many Pip-Boy skins for Fallout 4, this can cause a massive issue where Codsworth won't complete his starting quest to help you search the neighbourhood. He'll just sit there outside of your house in Sanctuary and think that he's doing the quest, and then just nothing happens. It freezes and you can't complete the quest. Again, this cannot be fixed until Bethesda puts out an update, because Creation Club authors / modders aren't allowed to just roll out their own updates on these items. Whereas if you just downloaded a couple of Pip-Boy skin mods from the Nexus, the mod authors could fix all of these issues no problem, because they can update their mods whenever the hell they want. You get the point. There are also tons of other problems that Creation Club causes. Like if you have too many creations installed at once, you can't open the Vault 111 door in Fallout 4 unless you use a mod that fixes it, which, as you guessed it, will stop you from playing literally the entire game. You just can't open the Vault door. Some people, myself included, have speculated that creations actually make Fallout 4's crashing a lot worse than it already is too, etc, etc. You see the point. Honestly, I could rant about it for days. And before you ask me in the comments, yes, a massive update like this would 100% break all of your mods, your entire load order. Now, speaking of that, I've seen a lot of people complain about the Fallout 4 Next Gen update doing this, and honestly, that is where I tend to disagree a little bit. Bethesda are, of course, allowed to update their own games. You choose to mod. We all do. We all choose to mod. It's not forced upon us. You know that there is a chance that Bethesda will update their game. And when it comes to things like a massive next-gen overhaul, this is fine in my opinion. I want this next-gen update to release for Fallout 4, because Fallout 4 has so many goddamn issues that desperately need fixing. Most noticeably, the crashing. You can't play Fallout 4 in Boston for more than 5 minutes without crashing. Shit like this needs to be fixed. But when it comes to things like a new marketplace, then yeah, I agree. I'm going to be pissed off if Skyrim randomly updates one day with no warning, ruining my entire load order. And all the update is a way for us to pay for crappy skin mods and crappy new weapons or whatever, all things that I can get for free on the Nexus. But another reason that I think all of this is most likely happening is simply because of the things that we saw in Bethesda's biggest leak ever. We now know that back in 2020, Bethesda had plans for an Oblivion and a Fallout 3 remaster. These two remasters would be way more profitable if they had a store in them, obviously. And then again, looking at Starfield, it definitely just feels like a game that was built around having a store in mind. As much as I love Starfield, it does unfortunately get to the point where it's difficult to find any handcrafted content that you haven't already seen 100 times over. Whereas in past Bethesda games, it always felt like there was new handcrafted content around every corner for the first 6 months that you would play the game. But anyway guys, that is pretty much it. Like I said earlier, it's just been a hot minute since we spoke about any of this, and it is still happening, or at least that's what it very much looks like. So I just wanted to give you all another quick update on the subject matter. So if you did enjoy the video, I kindly ask that you leave it a like, and of course if you do want to stay up to date on the remasters, news of this new creation update, and everything else that we discussed in today's video, then please do consider subscribing. This is absolutely the place for you if you do want to stay up to date on Bethesda news. And lastly, as always, of course, a huge massive shout out and thank you to our channel members. Your monthly support means the world, so thank you again for being here month after month. But with that all said and done, I thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time. Peace.